Welcome back to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning, host of the Sister Wives podcast, Love Should Be Multiplied, Not Divided. And today I am unfortunately joined by Anna Quincoces, once a real housewife of Miami, but she's never going to let it go. She's never going to let it go. But thankfully, we are joined by someone that I love, someone that you know because he's been here before. He's back again. It's like we're not just a booty call anymore. It's starting to become a situationship. Christian Gray Snow, how are you, beautiful?
I am well, and everyone knows the rules. I'm strictly a hookup person. I don't do callbacks. You know, it's like a one and done thing. So that's how good y'all were.
Okay, good. I'm glad that we got another little chance.
That you were absolutely one of our favorites ever.
Oh, for everyone who doesn't know, before we even hopped on and we started recording, y'all already had me cracking up. So definitely a good time last time. I don't expect today to be any different. So yeah, whenever I found out y'all wanted me to come back, I said, tell me the day and time, girl, because I'll be there.
We wanted you to come back big time on our backs.
Really quick, just want to congratulate you on such a successful live event. I saw a little bit of it. So good. And you had some emotional moments and it really moved me. And so just congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah. It was a lot of work, but a lot of very fun work. And obviously Hurrdat, I can't thank them enough because I'll be having some crazy ideas and I'll text our producer Pat at 12 o'clock and he goes to bed early and I don't. I'll be blowing his shit up in the middle of the night. I need a kickstand and I want to push her in on it. And I need the college scene from Michael to be the last thing that plays. And I need it to echo through the building and I need to run her in with her screaming that line at the same time. And he's like, what?
Okay. Yeah. You know what? He did it.
Good. Yeah. And they made it happen. And yeah, it was just wonderful. People battled bad weather to come out and be with us. So it was just absolutely wonderful, and just a teaser of what all we're going to be doing next year. So we're
just a teaser,
just a tip.
Yeah.
Wow, just the tip. Oh my, that's about all I can take. Goodness gracious, guys! Court is officially in session. We have a lot of stories to get through today, and I need to start this episode off with a very sincere apology to one Dorit Kemsley because I have said time and time again that she needs to be off the show, that she has no storyline, that I am bored with Dorit. And here I am to say, Dorit's at the top of my pyramid right now.
See?
Me too.
She is killing it at this.
I appreciate that, but there were a lot of late bloomers around Dorit when she originally came on.
I liked her when she first came on.
And I loved her from day one. I didn't know what it was. I don't know if I was like, something is there. There's something there. She's definitely got the potential. But as much as I celebrate you liking her now, I'm like, where were y'all whenever everybody was turning on my girl? Dorit I feel like she's kind of gotten a bad rep the last few years. I don't think she's ever been as dormant as people say she is. She has these fun little quirky moments. But yeah, anyway, welcome back to the good side is what I was trying to say.
Back to the good side. And let me just tell you something that I watched What Happens Live last night, I think it was. And they were doing this thing about fashion. Listen, nobody wears fashion like Dorit.
Yes.
Nobody, And Kyle said that, instead of fashion or trash'em, she said trash'em to her vintage Gucci look. And it was, you could tell she's jealous of her. She
was that the Rome look that she did that time with the crazy hair?
No. It was a party that they had on, I don't know, some cowboy theme thing. And so she went.
The Denim and Diamonds.
This recent episode. I thought you were talking about
Denim and Diamonds.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and she was trash him, whatever. And it's and everybody else who looked like shit, she was saying fashion. And I could tell, she's very, I don't dislike Kyle, but I don't know if you watch next time she's around. When anybody walks in, she starts adjusting herself and looking at herself. Because she's very
that's enough. That's enough, Kyle. Hey, you need to shut your mouth. You need to shut your mouth. You need to shut your mouth.
I don't hate her.
I die for Kyle.
Thank you.
Kyle
I like her too.
She could spit in my face and I would fucking find an excuse for it.
She could shit in my face and I would still be fine with it. That's
a Kim Richards level. I'm not, me and Kyle are close.
Okay. You're there with Kim.
Kim's probably the only housewife that could shit on me and I'd be okay with it.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly, I agree with that too, but
nobody's
here's the one
me.
thing. You need to
Sorry.
understand this though, Christian, about me is I am what they call in the gay community verse. I will flip flop on these housewives on a
See,
dime. And so that's what I did with Dorit. I flipped.
there ain't no fucking loyalty around here. This is where my cancer ass be coming in. Like, I will stick by these. This is why, like, and people are like, why are you so big on OGs? I'm like, it's a loyalty thing. Like,
Mhm.
they were the first ones. And like, most of the time, once we lose them, they don't come back,
Right.
for the most part. So that's what I'm loyal as fuck. And just like Teresa says, she's like, clearly some of these people haven't seen The Godfather. And I think you need to go watch it.
All right. So I will say I am imprisoning myself. I am definitely guilty. I apologize. And I'm sure that a lot of other people feel the same way. Dorit is bringing it this season, and we were wrong. And I'm glad she came back.
Yeah. And
Well,
and I think the story is going to develop big because I heard on Jeff today, they're calling him a grifter, PK, and that,
Ooh.
there is some suggestion that he planned the whole, like, without her knowing, the whole break-in, that he was responsible for the break-in. I
He
never
absolutely
thought
did.
that.
You
Yeah.
didn't?
No, they call
God,
him
that's
a
what I'm
grifter.
saying. Like, get me a new co-host. She's so old, man. Like,
Yeah,
how did you not
I
know
didn't
that?
see that. I didn't
I mean,
see
yeah, he
that.
was the only one in the family that wasn't
But
in
I
the
gotta
house that night.
You know what,
Yeah.
though? Remember when our past co-host, whose name we shall never mention, said that he
Yes.
hung out with PK one night? That's
That's
very
fitting.
telling. That's very
Very
telling.
telling.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you are the company you keep, baby.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. And
Absolutely.
that's why we have you here, Christian. Now, Christian, you are bringing a couple of cases forward for us. Give us your first one. What's on the docket?
Well, we're going to keep it in the Beverly Hills of it all.
Okay.
And I'm coming to talk about somebody who I used to love, but right now he's on my shit list, and that is Mauricio Umansky.
Yes.
Listen, is what he's doing wrong? No. Do I like what he's doing? Also, no. Like, I just feel, like everybody gave Kyle all this shit for being with Morgan and assuming that she was, and she's at least was out there the whole time, like, no, 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 like fighting it, combating it, whether she was with Mauricio at the time or not. And he's just out here gallivanting around, swinging his dick everywhere. And it's like, he can do, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, you can
It was
do
very
that.
convenient for him.
And also, don't fucking play me with TMZ hanging out outside your house in Aspen.
Yeah.
Come on, like,
Yeah.
and I get that it's a time of year, like, a lot of celebrities go to Aspen around like New Year's Eve and stuff like that. So I get it's probably popping there right now, but like, for even more reason, if it's popping, you're sitting outside Mauricio's house, and like, I love Mauricio, but it's just I don't know how that TMZ thing naturally came about because I don't think it did. But he was photographed kissing his new flame. It's some Instagram girl. I don't even remember her name. Claudia K.
Claudia.
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
Or Nikita. Anyway, this is a new woman, Nikita. I don't know. There's too many. But anyway, he needs to fucking stop being photographed, use all that money to get a very, very nice, private, secure hotel, and do your thing without it being everywhere.
And his teeth. He's
Thank
guilty
you.
because
That's what
of
I was
those
going to say.
teeth, right?
Get him redone.
Mauricio's
Get him
veneers.
redone.
Get him redone immediately.
That's the real guilt here. They're so incredibly bad.
Oh
now, have
my
you
God.
heard the rumors? Obviously, we've heard these rumors for a while, but Dorit and Mauricio, and they're saying she was leaving his building. And listen, I'm sure it's not true, but
Yeah.
when I tell
Really?
you, I would love for it to be true because that's going to be a
True.
season to remember.
I mean, that would be like a monumental moment in Housewives history. I want that to happen to anybody other than my girl Kyle or Vicky or Teresa. I can't have it happen to them because it's like emotionally it'd be like it happening to me. I'm taking that on. So I can't handle Mauricio and Dorit doing that. However, from a TV and fan perspective, that would be like probably beyond the Jen Shaw scandal of it all.
I think it's very possible. I do think that where there's smoke, there's fire. I think this has been discussed before. Again, Kyle being so uncomfortable around Dorit and being like a little bit self-conscious, and just you could see the jealousy. There is something there. And it's forbidden. Things that are forbidden. Things that are forbidden
I always
are
say
hot.
it's human nature to rebel. It's human nature to test the waters of exactly what you're not supposed to do. I don't know why we're assholes like that, but we are.
Not Ace.
Can
Ace
you
doesn't.
imagine? Can you imagine the next season? We have Mauricio and Dorit throwing their white party, and Dorit hires Kyle's old, nasty, sweaty party planner for the event. I would be in heaven.
Yeah.
No, not him. That's Ken. That's Ken.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No,
yeah.
I want the one that Kyle had that was like always like
Glenn.
absolutely. Yes. I want him.
Bless his heart. He was always sweating out there.
Oh, a mess. Yes.
This is how little you know Dorit. Dorit would never do anything that Kyle did before. Never.
Well, I think producers should make it happen.
Well, I think that she'd do her own party. Might be a black party, might be a yellow or magenta party, but it's not going to be a white party.
Okay,
it's not.
Well,
but it's
listen. We all agree Mauricio is absolutely guilty, and of so many things: bad veneers, being annoying, being thirsty for the cameras. It's Mauricio is someone. Don't you feel so bad, Christian? Though, because this was once your father.
Well, he's still my daddy, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So listen, and the thing is, I know I brought the case, and it's like technically he isn't guilty, I guess, because they are publicly they have separated and have been that way for a while. They don't live together. Kyle could be doing this, and but she's keeping it private. I'm not saying he's guilty of exploring and living his life.
No, he's guilty of bugging us.
He's flaunting it.
And I just think that it's very, again, it doesn't seem normal and natural to me that TMZ is in Aspen. So either she called the model or he called.
Right.
Oh.
Listen, it's in poor taste. It is flaunting. There's no need. We know you can get, chicks.
Like it's the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. And I think she's been discreet. After the Morgan of it all, she's been discreet. She's working on herself, working on her body. Whatever.
I don't need a housewife to be discreet, though. I need a housewife out there and living their best life. Speaking of paparazzi, Christian, at your live event, was there a lot of paparazzi there for you?
They didn't even see my ass walking in and out, but they were screaming off for Vicky. They're like, here, can you actually hold the door open so we can get a really good shot of her? I'm like, yeah, no problem.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. Okay, in lighter news, more exciting news, Erika Jayne, and I gotta say, I'm an Erika Jayne girl for life.
Me too.
She's going back to Broadway. What COVID once took from us, we are getting back.
Good for Erika.
She's gonna go become. Yeah, it's a short run,
bullshit,
but
do
they extend ever like in Broadway? Like, do they extend your runs? Like if it goes well, or how does that work?
I think they have before. Listen, have I ever been to a Broadway show? No, but am I talking out my ass? Yeah.
Oh, she also might not be able to do it that long because that's probably around the time production's going to pick up.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
Maybe that's why it is. They're calling it a stint, but you know what? She deserves it. She had her it was cut, and poor thing, she was so excited about it. So I'm glad she's going to do it. I'm going to go.
I want to go. Yeah, I think she'd be great to see. And listen, no one's sitting here to say Erika's always been innocent. Even last night's episode, she said, like, her and her therapist, she was like, you made it worse at times. Like, you definitely made, But I feel like it's always, for me, it's been easy to root for her because I've always believed that she didn't know shit. And even if what she knew, I don't think she had any capacity or ability to have any hand in what was going on.
Absolutely. No, she didn't. She didn't.
Like,
that I can tell you.
Let her know the address of their house. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And so I'm always rooting for her, and I think it's been awesome to see last year and this year on Housewives. She's finally kind of getting that. People are kind of starting to love on her again as she deserves, and also she's a good ass entertainer, and she's one of the only housewives that came to us as a performer, and like I want to celebrate that. Like we need more of that in the franchise. So I'm all for it.
How dare you say that? Brittany from Salt Lake is a performer.
Oh God. I cannot.
She has been in 2 Hallmark movies.
Well, and I'm sure she fucking screamed to everybody on set to look at me. I got something to say before she did all of her lines, like banging on a damn glass.
I don't like her at all.
Oh, I love to hate her. She's so easy.
Well, yeah, love to hate.
I mean, she's a producer's dream.
Yes. You don't even need to try with her. Like she just does her job. Oh, it is the best out there. I've never wanted to live in Utah before, but now I do.
Absolutely. I have a new I met a new friend recently. It's this girl, and we had recently bonded over Housewives. We didn't know at first that I didn't ask her if she liked Housewives. She didn't ask me, but we just started clicking over it. Salt Lake is the only one she doesn't watch. And I almost choked on my food when she said that. I was like, stop watching everything else. Because she was like, I was just kind of thrown when they said Salt Lake a few years ago. And I was like, baby, we all were. And it was real quickly. We were like, okay, this is what Bravo was. This is what they had in mind. I was like, it never, ever has a slow episode. I was like, they make national news. And the moment you think that they've hit the peak and nothing's going to happen, they completely repivot and it's all new drama. But
and
yeah,
I believe they are who they are off camera.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I heard that Mary at Kathy Hilton's Christmas party was telling somebody, I don't want to come to this. I don't want to be here. And it's like, that's exactly what she would say.
Probably said it to fucking Kathy's face.
That's why I love Mary Cosby so much. Like
so
she's a national treasure. And
really
it is so crazy because we thought, oh, we're going to lose Jen Shaw. This show's over. And then we got Monica Garcia. We lost her and we're like, oh, the show is done for. And then it's like, we got Bronwyn and Brittany. This is the best season yet.
I'm like, I want to know who, like, have y'all been keeping these ladies in the wings, like, because y'all knew times like this? They weren't like shooting their shot and giving everything they got all in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, it's like, damn, who else have they reached out to or maybe had conversations with in years past? You know, because sometimes it takes these women a while to be interested or jump on board, or sometimes it just doesn't work out. And, you know, I mean, even look, I think it was Lisa Rinna said they talked to her for years before it finally ever clicked. And so it just makes you wonder, like, God, who else is waiting back there for their chance, you know? Bring them on.
Don't you find it crazy? Like, we don't have some big storyline. Like, this proves that we can just fight about the stupidest shit and we love it. Yeah. There's no money laundering. There's no one being arrested. It's the best season of Housewives.
And that's the point of Housewives. I always say, like, I like fighting over dumb shit. Like, I don't, but that's what I want to watch. Like, I think about, you know, like Heather Dubrow and the bow on her cake. Like,
yes,
that is the shit that I want to watch. Like, I mean, I'm all for reality TV being like a representation of life and a place where you can empathize and see yourself and maybe get some advice from someone. But like, at the end of the day too, it's for entertainment. And also it's like, there could be a healthy blend of relatability and also just, you know, like silliness. It doesn't have to be like why are we out here trying to ruin each other's lives?
Yes.
We all hate a show where they self-produce the women, you know? So when I was on Housewives back then, I remember one day, and this is just off the cuff, that Adriana got pissed that somebody tweeted an artist before her. She's like, she beat me to the tweet. She beat me to the tweet. And it became this thing, but she beat me to the tweet. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was on t-shirts, on everything else. And that wasn't planned. That wasn't anything, but that's TV gold because it's just not produced, not planned. And that's what it feels like with a lot of shows nowadays.
Yep. It's very true. It's like when you look at OC and like the Tamra and Alexis of it all and them meeting up with what's his face behind, you know, after like the reunion or before the reunion and, you know, doing all these like fucking police reports. And it's just so like you are making a shit ton of money to not be a producer.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. You know what I mean? But also too, then it's like you have the Mary Cosbys and Jen Shaws of the world where literally who would have ever thought the words hospital smell would be fucking relevant at all, much less hilarious, you know? And it's just dumb shit like that takes off, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for those women. Christian, what other story are you bringing forward for our dishonorable judge?
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's looking rough in Potomac for Karen Huger. She is on trial. Her trial started this week. Also, the fact that there's even a trial is crazy to me.
I love it.
I had to text my friend. I was like, look, I don't know the legal world whatsoever, but I didn't know you had to go on trial for shit like this. Like,
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
She got a DUI.
Oh, okay.
But she's fighting it, right? That's why she has to go on trial.
And she has never once admitted that she was drunk, I don't think, but she obviously very clearly was. She kind of blamed it on
Mother's Day was coming up in 6 months.
Yes.
Did she blow? Did she blow?
So I think she refused a breathalyzer.
Okay. Well, then there's a trial. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what my friend was explaining to me. He said he thought that if they refused, then it has to go to trial. But then also too, she has apparently done all she could possibly do to like withhold evidence and like the body camera footage and all that stuff. Judge was like, no, sorry. And so apparently they're moving forward with everything and all Karen's attempts to mask shit or, just maybe bury at least a few things. Like they're coming full force with it. And it's like, baby, you should have just took that charge and did your community service and paid your fees and kept it moving. Cause now all your shit's going to be out, So yeah, I'm bringing Karen here because I love Karen, but it's difficult because I feel like part of reality TV, like I was just saying, and one of the strengths of reality TV is owning your truth and living brutally honestly because it helps people out there. And like right now, she's doing the exact opposite. She's not, acknowledging anything she did. And I'm worried that she's going to go to prison because of it. Like it might only be for like a month or so. You don't think she will?
No.
Okay,
I find her, me personally, not guilty. I think the only evidence they have against her is circumstantial. I think that she should fight it. If she had blown, then yeah, because that's actual scientific.
Well, she did tell the EMT to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Well,
and apparently the video shows the officer telling Karen that she's hammered and her saying, "This is bullshit. I hate you."
Right. The thing is that, listen, admitting her truth will cost her what it's cost basically Shannon Beador. She has to have the thing in her car that they can't even valet it because she has to blow every 5 seconds into the thing to make sure, she's
Christian
working
would be good at that.
Salvation Army.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's like, it's
no,
a
I
lot.
wouldn't actually because I'm always drunk. So
I would fight it.
Well, I mean, I think that's interesting because I'm over here like worried. I'm like, girl, just take the L, because I feel like the L is getting bigger the more you fight, but it's interesting. You're like, no,
listen, she could get off on a technicality. She could get off on anything. It just depends, what the judge thinks. If it's a jury trial, I would take my chances because if she admitted it, there would be many guaranteed repercussions.
Yeah.
This way, we don't know.
I just feel like in today's day and age, people just want to see you be accountable. People are willing to forgive. I feel like we've moved past the cancel culture a little bit. And it's like, if you will at least own it and you will say like, this is what I did and I fucked up and I can't believe I did that. And
I want to be better. I want to learn from this.
Yes, I never thought, not only did I hate Shannon Beador before this season, but I was like, and I'm very, very against drunk driving. I fell in love with that woman this season. I am in love with Shannon Beador. And I was like, how did that happen?
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is she did, and actually at our show in Omaha this weekend, one of the live audience questions was someone asked Vicky who they think the best housewife is right now. And she said, I think it's Shannon. She said, because she was up against the world this season. And she not only did she show up, she was honest and she came out on top. And the people that really thought that they had everything on her looked like dicks. And really it was all because she was just truthful and said, I messed up, like as we all do. Like if it's not, but also too, there was power in her saying, I'm not going to, go sober and all this stuff. Like she very much set her boundaries and said, this is my truth. And it is what it is.
But I think that's consistent with who she is, her brand. She's always been transparent. She's always shown us her furry underbelly. Karen Huger is like, I am the grande dame. I do no wrong. So this is consistent with that, and I can't even imagine her ever admitting that, and if she is found guilty, she's going to say it's bullshit. They have no proof. If they don't know her blood alcohol level, they really do. It's only circumstantial evidence.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, either way, I'm mad that she's not owning it. And I would love to see pictures of her doing community service.
I want to see the police footage is what I want to see. Because been, we haven't had police footage of a housewife, I don't think, since Luann telling the cop she was going to kill him. So.
I love a body cam footage. That's always a good time.
I don't really care for it, but if a housewife is involved, absolutely send it my way.
All right. Now, I'm bringing a class action lawsuit against the entire United States government because if we lose TikTok, what are we going to do? Like, one, I feel like we're all going to be way more productive, and that's great. But like, we're all going to be depressed. The amount that like antidepressants are going to have to go up for everybody. Like, TikTok is how we
what the fuck is Bethany Frankel going to do?
Oh, that's
going to go crazy.
Maybe that'll be the one blessing from this whole thing.
She's going to call Andy. I'm sorry, whatever you got to do to get cameras on me right now, because her source of attention from the world would be cut.
I just like, this is awful. Can somebody fix this problem for us?
I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't think so either. The federal appeal court upheld what the lower court said, but the Supreme Court traditionally has upheld the right of Americans to have free speech, and they're going to consider that. And I just think it's too big an ask, I don't think it's really there are other things that could affect our national security that China does, like the balloons and shit like that. I don't think it's TikTok. Everyone in the world is collecting our data. Everyone. Right now, they
Every
know
time
what
I'm
we're
on a
talking
website
about.
and it's like cookies, and I'm like, sure, I don't know what the fuck
Hell,
they
they
are.
make
Like,
you scan your eyes to even go in the airport now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
They
and it's
know
what am I going to
everything
do? Say
you're doing.
no?
Right. I don't think it's
I'm
going to
like,
happen.
we all walk around with our phones and they're watching us all the
They're
time.
watching.
It's like,
Big Brother is
just
watching.
as long as you don't like get me at a bad angle, I'm okay with that.
Well, you can. Just don't fucking let anybody else see it.
Yeah.
Me too. Anytime,
no, even then, I'm too insecure for that. I don't want my FBI agent knowing how disgusting I can be. Now, one more story before we go. I have to talk about this, Christian, because Luigi Mangione, are you willing to fuck him?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured
cute.
so. Now, he is a hot commodity right now in Hollywood. There are so many different production companies gunning to make his documentary. And I say, you know what? Let them all do it. Because I've never said no to a crime documentary. And I like Luigi.
Listen, this is what they do. The true crime story that I did, I've been talking to 2020. I've been talking to Netflix. I've been talking to everybody. This is a really small story compared to Luigi, and there's a lot of public opinions about Luigi because Americans are, upset with big pharma, upset with healthcare. There was a party, a Disney party where they were playing a Hannah Montana song called, God, what's that song called?
They're all bangers.
You get the best of both worlds.
No, he could be the one. He could be the one.
Okay.
And they were showing pictures of Luigi. He's going to become like a national hero or something for killing.
I think that was his goal. He wanted to send a message, not even to be a hero, but he was like, everybody's screaming into the void and people are literally dying at the hands of insurance companies. And then even when prior to death, their lives and their family and their caretakers' lives are made to be fucking miserable. And clearly going on and getting sympathy and having people, empathize with you isn't getting anywhere and moving the needle. But no, there's never been more discussion or attention on it than now.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen,
I'm hoping that they get into some of those pictures that they've said he sent in the documentaries, unblurred. Let's just see what's happening, For you, Christian.
I'll pay a premium for that. Absolutely.
Christian, listen, we hit it and we quit it. It was nice and fast. And I feel good at the end of this, We appreciate you coming back to spend some time with us. We know you have to go. You're a busy man. You've got another hookup right after this.
Yeah.
But it's all right. As long as we got to see you, we appreciate you. So Christian, tell everyone
knocking on the door. So
tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me every Monday on the My Friend, My Soulmate, My podcast, which is with me and my favorite lady, the one and only OG of the OC, Vicky Gunvalson. And you can find me on Instagram at Christian Gray Snow. I'm on TikTok at Christian Gray Snow. Come laugh at some memes and talk Housewives with me. It'll be a good time.
Oh, and he's gorgeous to look at,
Oh my God.
I gotta go take care of this beard eventually, but I'm working on it. Thank you.
I like the scruff. It's a little sexy.
You're gonna have to help Luigi with the eyebrow situation.
Oh yes.
I'll help Luigi with whatever he needs help with. Yes.
Thank you so much, Christian. We appreciate you. You're the best. Now, Anna, I have one more story that I want to bring to you because you acted like I made this story up.
Because you're so capable of doing that.
First of all, actually, I sent you two stories. One, I sent you about Erika Jayne going on Broadway. You're like, this is nowhere. I'm like, did you check her own fucking Instagram? Like,
I didn't. I just started Googling because I didn't have time. I have 18 people coming here, in a few days. I know.
Okay. I'll give you a pass. Now, the trailer for Summer House has come out. And, I feel like last season, Paige really was not that great. Like, I felt like she didn't do a whole lot. But this season, she is going after Kyle. And I am here for it because I hate this man-child. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I don't like... Listen, he lost me at the mullet. It's not cute. It's even if you're wearing it ironically, you're an asshole. Okay, I don't like him. No, I really don't. I love Craig. I think Craig is the most beautiful man in the world.
Same.
And he had a thing with Craig where he's talking about Craig's business. Craig was smart enough to scale his business and surround himself with people who understood business. And the other one is just sitting there. Apparently he works very hard, but he doesn't work very smart. Okay.
Right.
And by the way, I'm guilty of that. And so I don't know. No, I am. I really need to kind of delegate more. But I don't know. Could you tell from the trailer what the fight was about?
No, I just feel like she's sick of his bullshit,
She's
which
sick of
all
it,
of
yeah.
us are. And when she sat there and she said, "The only reason I'm here is to keep my friend company while her husband pretends to play Diplo," that
Mhm.
is the Paige that I'm here for. Like, I
Yeah.
have missed that Paige
Oh,
so
she's
much.
so smart. Listen, do you know that they have their podcast, not to diminish anybody else's, made $13 million with their 56 live shows.
Oh
Giggly Squad.
shit.
Yeah. We're talking serious.
Wow.
She's a smart girl. I like her a lot. I like her and Craig together. And whatever, I don't even care what it is. Kyle's guilty.
No,
It's
for sure.
Kyle's
I
fault.
agree. Now I wish so badly that when they did the new Roni, they had centered it around like Paige and her friends. I feel like that would have been such a better
Yes.
transition for people.
Yes.
I feel like, when we see her at the summer house, she's always in the bed, but I feel like
Yeah.
when she would be in New York, she would be activated. She would be just like,
Everything that
I
she
think she would
does.
make, yes, she'd be
Yeah,
a perfect housewife.
she's a boss babe. A word I hate, but she really is that. And to
Yeah.
see that would be really fun, And I
Oh, I
love
would love
that
it.
whole cross thing, just like when she appears on
Southern
what's it
Charm.
called? Southern Charm. Southern Charm. I love Southern Charm. It's like one of
I
my
have to
favorite
tell you
shows.
something. I've never watched Southern Charm.
Oh my God, I had never watched it either. I started last year and I am obsessed with that show. And
What was going on with you last year? You were starting a lot of shows you had never watched. You started
I
watching
don't
Sister
know.
Wives.
I just
You
started
were
watching more TV in general,
Mm.
because I think that when I have to be on, I don't know if this happens to you, but I am a functional introvert. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
when I am on, I need then to be reclusive and I need solitude and I need to I don't know, to just get more energy. I don't know what it is. I used to be ashamed of it, but actually it's a very normal thing. And so the only way I can disconnect is just getting immersed in a show. And
Oh,
those are the
same.
shows that I loved. And also moving here, I'm so close to Charleston. It's kind of that South feeling. And I just there's certain characters on that show that I absolutely love. Like
I feel like if
Patricia.
they were more attainable to me, like I could go and see where everything is, I would definitely watch it. But I feel like
Yeah,
for me, I was
yeah,
just like, I'm not super interested. How
yeah.
are you feeling about Sold on SLC? Please tell me you're watching.
Yes, I am watching. It's funny because they do sell. They know what they're doing as realtors, but why does God have to be a part of everything? Like
I
they just
love it.
bring well, because of Sister Wives.
Yeah.
That's what it
I
is. Like anything Mormon, it's like, oh, that's it. You love that
I
shit.
want so badly to move to Utah now. It's like I've got Housewives, I've got the Mom Talk, now I've got Sold on SLC. Like,
What does Caitlin say about that?
oh, Caitlin's down for it too. It's like this is our new mecca.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Utah is where it's at. Every good show right now is if they came out with the dumbest show of all time and they said it was out of Utah, I'm like, I'm watching that for sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. I do think that it works because they are vaguely familiar, but also different. They're so different from
Yes.
us, but yet they're the same in so many ways. And then I don't know. It is interesting. I do like Sold on SLC, but I
And as
just
much as they will try to make things glamorous, it never is.
it
And
never
that's
is. No.
fun. It's
Yeah,
fun that
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like we go to Miami and it's like everywhere's like cool and hot and people are sexy. It's like we go to Salt Lake and this is the sexiest party we're going to, and it's still a bunch of thumbs standing around.
Yeah,
Other than the housewives, like everyone in the background is ugly,
Right.
and that's
Right.
why I love it so much.
Right.
It's like I
Uglier
could
than-
be in the background there.
Yeah, wearing your what is it? Wearing those things with the little strings and but if you go over there, you got to give your tithings like 10% of everything.
Whatever. I'll do what I got to do to be part of the Mormon culture. Not that I like the religion. I just want to be in the know.
Okay, you just want to be there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Anna, you know what? I may give you a lot of shit, but it's always fun doing this with you.
It is fun. You're fun.
It is fun. And Christian was the perfect guest. I feel like that's a good threesome. If we were going to have a threesome, I think it would be me, you, and Christian,
Right.
So
But I'd
it's a
be
good
with
time.
Christian and you could watch and you could do Christian, but I'm not doing anything with you because it would feel incestuous.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But like, not because I'm ugly, right?
No, you're so pretty, especially now
thank
when
you.
you're skinny
Thank
and
you.
pretty.
Ooh, thank you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you don't want to be like my mom,
Oh my
that'd be
God.
weird.
By the way, speaking of that trailer, what
Yeah.
about Tom saying,
Oh,
you guys have to cherish this moment? I wanted you to imitate that.
I was dying at that part because one, it's just so weird seeing him there. Like,
Yeah.
I know that he's friends with them and they've done Winter House and stuff, but it's like so weird to see him there. But then I thought like, life imitates art because he says that, and now we know that Vanderpump is canceled, and he's like, we lost it. We lost it all.
Appreciate it. Yeah. You don't appreciate
Yes.
what you have, It's funny.
I love when they're like, you're so dramatic.
You're
I'm
so
like, that's
dramatic.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely is.
All right, Anna. Have a beautiful day. I'm
You have a
so
beautiful
grateful that you were
day.
here. I feel like we've gotten a lot accomplished here with these cases. And court is
And
officially
we're right. We're
adjourned.
right.
Always, we're
right about
always right. We're
everything.
never wrong. No.
Yeah. And thank you, Beyonce,
And-
really.
Thank you. Thank you, Hurrdat. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Vicky, for giving us Christian.
For letting him. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Anna. I'm going to also add to my list. Thank you, Beva, for just being someone that I love. And I'm always cheering for you. Thank you, guys. We will see you all again next week. Court is officially adjourned.